on in to talk about meditation, affirmation and positivity, just to share a few thoughts about those topics. So meditation, like I love meditation, but I didn't used to. I felt really silly with it because the way that I meditate isn't the way that I saw other people do it on like telly or like in media, and that's one of the reasons that I've done the 7-day challenge, because I feel like meditation is a personal practice. There's loads and loads of different ways of doing it, and the idea is with any of these self-care practices is to find something that works for you in your life, not you putting yourself through trying to do something that somebody else tells you is the right thing for you. It's you finding the right thing for you. So that through the 7-day meditation, there's different types of meditation for you to try and to see if that is the right one for you. And if it isn't, there's a place for you to give me feedback so that I can design more that might be more suitable for you. So that's my little pitch there about the Mindfulness and Meditation 7-day challenge. Free throughout April. If you haven't signed up already, sign up, because next month that becomes a course that I will be charging for. The other thing that I want to talk about, affirmations. So I shared on the main page on Monday some mindset affirmations. So I am really, really of the belief that we can impact our own mindset, that we can choose how we deal with our emotions. I had a really, really interesting conversation with another coach this week who believed that we can choose our emotions and can always choose to be happy. Personally, I don't agree with that. I don't believe that we can always choose to feel happy. Bear with me. I believe that we can choose how we go through our day, the energy that we bring with us, but sometimes we're sad. Sometimes we are angry. We have emotions, and it's really important to feel our emotions and to honour our emotions. Something I said recently that I now like to use as a little quote is rose-tinted glasses are for surviving, not thriving. I'm going to say that again. Rose-tinted glasses are for surviving, not thriving. So I feel that if we always try and look on the bright side of life, if we always decide that we're happy without actually acknowledging our emotion, our sadness, our anger, our frustration, our anxiety, our concern, if we don't acknowledge those things, we're missing clues. So it's not that we have to stay in that space. We can choose to move forward and be happy, but we have to acknowledge that we feel feelings, because emotions are clues. Emotions are responses. How we react to that response is our choice, absolutely. But by denying the fact that we are ever feeling an emotion and burying it down, for my belief, it's not healthy. In my experience, for me, that was not healthy, and was definitely something that kept me in spaces that were not healthy for me. So I think it's really, really important to honour your emotions. And that's what brings me on to affirmations. So the affirmations are statements that we use that help us feel more positive, feel more loving towards ourselves. But sometimes affirmations can be quite negative. If what you're saying isn't aligned with how you're feeling, it can be unhealthy. It can be unhelpful. So when I share affirmations, they're like coats for you to try on and see how they feel. And when you say, for example, today I will be kind to myself, I love who I am feeling happy. If there's something inside your body that tells you, no, that doesn't feel right, to me, that's an invitation to explore. It's not about saying that affirmation and pretending that you feel that way. It's noticing how you feel about saying that affirmation and exploring what's going on underneath. So if you are saying to yourself, I feel confident, and that feels really, really wrong, explore what's going on for you. It may be that you need to say to yourself that I feel confident doing a thing that you feel confident doing, and embracing that feeling, embracing that confidence, and being able to use that and move forward with that in other parts of your life. If I don't feel confident doing this, my body betrays that, but I am okay not feeling confident. So I tell myself it's okay that I don't feel confident to do this. I can still do it. Because if I stood and looked at myself in the mirror and said, I feel comfortable going on Facebook Live, I know that I'm lying. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel confident. But I'm okay with that. So for me, what I want to share is affirmations are great. They are really useful. But just notice what goes on for you when you use that affirmation. And if it's not feeling aligned with you, don't use it. Explore what feels out of alignment, and be, as everything I say, be kind to yourself. Look at it with kindness and look at it with curiosity. I absolutely don't believe that we can just always be happy. It's not real. We're not always happy. Sometimes life is poop. Life is rubbish. You might be able to have gratitude for things. You might be able to find joy in that day, but you also feel sad. So denying that sadness to me is denying a part of who you are, and doesn't allow you to, like, you need to experience those things. You don't have to stay there. You don't have to sit in it, but you acknowledging that you feel sad, for me, means that you can move forward into true happiness, as opposed to bottling it up, pretending that you aren't unhappy, doing things that make you unhappy, being in spaces that make you unhappy because you have decided that you have to be happy. Actually, you don't. If what you're doing is making you unhappy, acknowledge that. Look at that. What is it that needs to change? Because if you pretend that it makes you happy, you're going to stay in places that are not healthy for you, are not happy for you, and you are denying yourself true happiness. I hope that some of this makes sense to you, and it kind of gives you a bit of an idea about where I'm coming from when I talk about positivity and I talk about affirmations and the things, the offerings that I give into this space. It's all about having curiosity about what's going on for you, and how using the tools for you, the way that it works for you. If you've got this far, thank you very much for listening, and drop some comments in if you've got any questions. If you completely disagree with everything that I've said today, that's okay too. I love conversation. I love getting into the theory of things. Your experience might be different to my experience, and I'm open to hearing what that is. So thank you very much for listening, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.